Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel Classes with me, and in this video we will take care about the bar plot. I would really recommend you to watch the previous video for the histogram so that you would be able to know about all the topics of it, as well as you will be able to know about the sample data that I have created for this video creation for the visualization part. So let's jump into the bar plot section. Bar plot, what is bar plot? Like, why do we use bar plot in Python visualization part? So bar plot shows values for different categories, like sales for different product, uh, kind of things. What we will use here, we will use sns.barplot with simple data set of 4 categories and their values. So what is sns? Sns is seaborn. I have given an alias for this: pandas pd, matplotlib.pyplot, that is plt, and numpy np, right? Let's write line by line for the bar plot, as well as let's see the explanation part. First thing first, we will write the fixed size. So it is like figure plt dot figure fixed size equal to 8,6, right? That's the thing. That's all about it. Fixed size 8 into 6. What is 8? 8 is the width, 6 is the height, and they are in inches. Okay. Second thing is sns dot bar plot. Like bar plot, for that we use sns. So it is like seaborn dot bar plot, and inside this we will write lot of things like x, y, palette, and all those things. Okay. So in x, that is x axis. So in x axis we will keep categories. Okay. We will keep categories. Let's write this categories without the string function. I mean without the commas, string commas, I mean to say. Categories, and y, in y what we will write? We will write values. Okay. Then we will write the palette. Palette equal to blue color. Blue color we are using here, right? That's the thing. So in this, what is all those x, y, palette, and all? So sns.barplot plots the categories on the x-axis and values on the y-axis. Okay. The palette equal to blues parameter applies a gradient of blue shades. So what it will do, it will like take the categories on x-axis and then values on y-axis, whatever the data we have made here. Okay. See this one, categories x-axis, values y-axis, this one, these things are there. Okay. This is the data set we are talking about. So if you want to know about this, please watch the first video for the histogram. You will get to know each and every detail about it. Okay. Now the third part, we have to give title. So for title, it is like plt dot title, open parenthesis, and in title what should we write? Like bar plot of values, or it is better to write bar plot for categories. Okay. Better bar plot for categories, and we will have to give the font size as well. So in earlier we have given 14 font size, we will give the same here, and padding equal to 10. What is the use of padding? Use of padding is the space between, I mean the space given for the title, like up, down, side, and all. So it is all about padding. Okay. Font size 14, and bar plot for categories, it will show you in the graph. When I will run this full code, you will be able to see it and you will be able to experience in a practical way. Right now, we will write x label and y label. Like each and every graph have x axis and y axis. So to name them, we use x label and y label. So x label, what we will use? We will use category. Let me keep this. We will use category, right? And in this we have to also give font size, because this is a string that will be shown in the graph, this is a letter, this is a word that will be shown in the graph. So anything which we represent or which we show the visualization in the graph, that actually need font size. So font size equal to 12. Why 12? So that at least it shows a minimum difference of it. If I give this 5 and 14, there will be a huge difference which will not look good. That's why. And right now the y label, for y label we will give values. Let me write this properly. We will give values. Okay? And same, we will give the font size. Font size 12. That's it. XY done. Right now we will not take anything related to this grid and all. We will directly write plt dot show. In this, what will happen? Plt dot show. This function will help you to show the graph. So let's run this codes. Let's run this cell and let's see, do we find any error or do we find any graph? Okay, so we have found graph as well. So bar plot for categories, this is what I have written. Values and category. Okay? Category, it is ABCD. If you go to the starting part of it, you can see categories ABCD, value 1, 2, 3, 4, right? This is why I am telling to just have a look on the first video. You will be able to understand it. But still, no worries. You can ask doubt in the comment section as well as in my live stream, daily live stream, right? So this is all about it. Let me reduce a bit so that this graph is properly visible. Like, let me check in OBS. Yeah, it is properly visible. No worries, I will increase the font size after this visualization and you will be able to have a good look in this. So this is the graph, and here let me give a summary of this graph. So first thing first, SNS dot bar plot. Here what we have taken, x equal to categories and y equal to values. So this will plot the categories on x-axis, that's already done, and values on y-axis. The palette equal to blues, this one. This parameter applies a gradient of blue shades. It is blue, but see the shades. There is difference in shades. So what it shows, like, the plot looks visually good and appealing. Same color, but in a different shades, right? And Seaborn's palettes are predefined color schemes like blues, greens, or deep, that ensure your plot look professional and also it looks good during the meeting session or during the presentation sessions in your corporate field or during your freelance client meetings, right? And we have also set fixed size equal to 8,6. So added a title as well. You can see bar plot for categories, added a title as well. Label the axis. We have labeled the axis, and when we ran it, we can see a sleek bar plot in front of you. So these are the codes for this, and don't worry, this warning is just a normal thing. Nothing, like, no issue will be there in this. Only you will get to know about the issue when there is a error. If there is no error, no worry for that. Future warning, this kind of things we can ignore it. No use, let me tell you. If there is error, like if there was actually a error, then this graph won't be visible to us, right? Error name and error things will be visible to us, but there is no error, so we can see the graph in front of us. So this is all about the bar plot, and next video let's move to scatter plot with you.